Hi and welcome to this video where I will share an amazing tips on how to heal your pelvic floor dysfunction, or if you're postpartum and you want to boost your healing after giving birth. So for this great tip you need an iron board. As you can see, I have put it on top of my sofa and I have a pillow here. I will go more into the practical details in this video, but I just want to give you a quick overview of what this video will contain. So firstly, why should you put yourself on an iron board upside down? What's the benefits? Secondly, the practical stuff. What do you need and what do you need to think about before you do it? And then lastly, how do you do it? How often should you do it to see any kind of effect, and so on. So why you should do this? Firstly, maybe you've seen my video where I talk about sleep and how, elevating the hips also in all meditations I suggest that you elevate the hips on a pillow, and when you sleep you can even elevate the whole bed from your foot end. And that is great. To elevate the hips are always great if you have any kind of pelvic floor dysfunction, birth injuries, prolapse, feel any kind of heaviness, incontinence, and so on. Gravity will affect our pelvic floor a lot, and it doesn't get better the older we get, because then also our hormones starts to shift, so our pelvic floor has to carry a lot, actually. It's our whole torso. It's not like all the internal organs are like lying in the pelvic floor, because the fascia, the web around each organ and that holds the body together, will of course take some of the weight, but still our pelvic floor has to deal with the gravity and the pressure from our torso. So that's why it's always a great idea to give our pelvic floor some relief through elevating the hips. The thing is, with the pillow and elevating the bed, it's not gonna give the same sensation. And I know the angle of this iron board doesn't look that much, but it is, and you will feel it once you're on top of it. And also what you're doing, instead of a pillow for instance, you actually elevate your whole body in the same angle, and from your feet to your head is kind of the same angle. And if you look at what traditional Chinese medicine say about qi, which is life force energy, is that if we have any kind of heaviness in our pelvic floor, we need to increase. So we need to create some lightness in the body to be able to lift the energy up. So it's both like the physical energy, but also more of the subtle energy, maybe the spiritual energy or the mental energy. What we want to do is to really boost it and bring it up. And it's just so nice. It's such a nice feeling, because you can really feel the pelvic floor like come back up and in a different way than in any other situation. So I think that's really good reasons on why to do it. And also, if you're on a healing journey, you need to rest a lot. So any kind of small moments that you can put in here and there to make the body become a little more relaxed, that's going to be a really important part of your healing journey. And if you didn't know that before, I have healed my birth injuries. I'm still on my healing journey and I share my journey here. Okay, so let's get into the practical stuff. What do you need and what do you need to think about? Obviously, you need an iron board and you need some kind of sofa. I guess you could use a bed. Some beds will be too high, I think, at least to start with, if you don't want to be like standing on your head. So sofa is better, or something, it's like maybe 40-50 centimeters here. I really recommend you to have a pillow for your head so that you are comfortable. And that's it. Don't wear a skirt or a dress if you are among people that you don't want to show your underwear to. that's what you need. So now I'll show you how to do it, and I'll also talk about how often. It feels so good to be here. It's just so nice. Okay, so you wanna, if you can, you wanna stretch your legs. I know you can't see my feet, but you really want to try to have them on this type of angle that the rest of the body is. You just relax your arms, if you can, down on the floor. And you are going to do this, if you really want to give it a try, I recommend that you do this 1 minute every day for a week to start with. And you just be careful when you come up on it and when you go down. When you are gonna lay on the iron board, you wanna have your bum quite high, and then you lower your upper body, and then you can kind of slide down onto the pillow instead of being too far down and half your body is gonna be on the floor. And once you get off, you just carefully, you can slide down a bit, and then carefully you roll on to your side. I'll show you. So you are going to do this 1 minute per week for 1 week, and then for 4 more weeks you are going to increase with 1 minute. So second week 2 minutes every day, third week 3 minutes every day, fourth week 4 minutes every day, and fifth week 5 minutes every day. And then, you know, if you want to stay longer, if it feels good to you, you are more than welcome, but just work with the body step by step so that you don't feel any kind of dizziness. It's better to take it slowly and do it step by step and get used to it. So now I'm just going to stay here for a little bit, breathing into the rib cage and just relax. And if you don't know how to do lateral breathing, I have a video for that, and you can just apply that on the iron board. And I feel my blood is really coming upwards or downwards, like up to the torso and the head, which is really nice. My feet are getting slightly more empty, and I know that many women I work with, they have some pain in their feet and legs, and this exercise has been amazing for them. So I warmly recommend it if you feel this heaviness is bothering you, also other places than in your pelvic floor. And then once you are done, you are going to bend your legs. You can push yourself down a little bit and then rolling onto the side. You can just stay here for a little bit, getting used to being horizontal first, and then you come up whenever you are ready. So this is just quite a small tip, like it's quite an easy exercise, but very, very powerful. And I hope you enjoy it.